Good morning, baseball fans, and welcome to the Irish Yard in day 2 of the Marshall Legion Woodbat Tournament. First matchup today features the visiting team Brookings and the home team Luverne. Let's meet the starting lineup. First for Brookings, leading off the center fielder number 1, Trey Christofferson. Batting second, the third baseman number 17, Jace Bauer. Batting third, the shortstop number 9, Cooper Schneider. Batting fourth, the designated hitter number 24, Winston Plummer. Batting fifth, the second baseman number 23, Tyson Antonin. Batting sixth, the first baseman number 28, Tane Frederick. Batting seventh, the left fielder number 10, Jay Harris. Batting eighth, the right fielder number 34, Ryder Anderson. Batting ninth, the catcher number 11, Max Jensen. And pitching for Brookings, number 20, Talon Hyde. Here's the starters for Luverne, leading off the shortstop, number 10, Blake Sauer. Batting second, third baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen. Batting third, the first baseman, number 2, Jackson Lays. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 8, Landon Lays. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 7, Alex Schlosser. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 11, Maddox Damagala. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 21, Landon Arndt. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 13, Elliot Damagala. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 9, Casey Buss. And playing right field, number 4, Marcus Vortherms. Brookings coached by Carter Roach and Jackson Krogman. Luverne coached by Derek Lundgren and Isaac Bonner. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps as we honor America by playing our national anthem. Leading off today's action for Brookings, center fielder number 1, Trey Christopherson. And good morning, baseball fans. Welcome back to the Irish Yard as it's Brookings and Luverne going toe-to-toe to lead things off as we have a first pitch time just a couple minutes out in front of the 9 o'clock hour at 8:57 here on this Saturday. First pitch in there, a strike. Second pitch, not so much. 1 ball, 1 strike. In case you missed it, around the infield for Luverne, up on the mound, Alex Schlosser. He'll be tossing it to his catcher, Landon Arndt. Get to the rest of the infielders after this 1-1. Catches the outside edge at the belt, 1-2. Over at third base, Josh Hansen. At shortstop, Blake Sauer, second baseman. Well, I got to figure something out because I have 2 right fielders. I did that yesterday too. We'll figure it out. What do we got? 3 and 2? Full count. Perfect. We'll figure this out. Elliot Domagal is the second baseman. There we go. So that'll be a walk. Figuring things out. How about the third baseman, number 17, Jace Bauer.
Have you had your coffee yet this morning, Josh?
I have not had any sort of caffeine whatsoever.
Okay.
Is
You
it
need some to get you going?
Is it showing?
So far, I would say yes.
First pitch is up to Bauer. So Domagal is the second baseman. We can't have 2 right fielders. Well, you could. It's just a very deep second baseman.
I suppose if he plays back on the grass, is that considered 2 right fielders?
That's what I'm saying.
Domagala came in the game yesterday and took the loss in yesterday's game, right? He gave up the 2 runs in the top of the 7th, I believe.
That sounds right. Although we saw like 25 different pitchers in just 2 games yesterday, so it's hard to exactly remember where each player fell.
Luverne took a 1-run lead going into the top of the 7th, but surrendered 2 in the top of the 7th and ended up taking the loss in that one.
So there's a ground ball. That'll get by the shortstop, rolling to left field. So a leadoff walk and a solid single to left. Brookings has something rolling to here in the top of the first. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Cooper Schneider. So once again, the first 2 batters able to reach. Trey Christopherson, a patient approach at the plate to lead things off, draws a walk, and Jace Bauer laces one out into left field. Dancing over at second base is Christopherson. That'll force Schlosser to fake the throw back, walking back to second base. Did he offer? Yes, he did. Chased one out of the zone. The ball's out of strike.
Brookings coach playing for runs here early, bunting their 3-hitter. Hot day, you want to get runs whenever you can.
So on a hot day, who feels the effects more? Is it the pitcher or the hitter?
Probably the pitcher. You obviously got to dial in every pitch.
Here's a pop-up.
Oh,
and
my.
an amazing catch near the net. A great job by the catcher, Landon Arndt, for out number 1.
A little south wind kept that ball in play. Nice play.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 24, Winston Plummer.
Going back to your question, though, Josh, I would say pitcher definitely over the hitter. It's probably the most taxing position on the field. Hot day, it's not going to be fun to be up on that mound.
Throw back to second. Nice spin move up on the mound by Schlosser, but back in safely is Christopherson. Again, Bauer, the runner, over at first base. Got one down here in the top of the first. Winston Plummer looking to lift this one in the air, and with that wind, it should get out of here in a quick fashion. That would have been a pretty good one to swing at.
This gentleman is bigger than everybody on our Irish squad, I think.
I think he could crush it.
Yes, he's got some power.
A lot of dancing over there at second. And time's going to be called. So Christofferson kind of getting in the head of the pitcher, Alex Schlosser here. Paying more attention to the runner at second than he is the batter. As he fires this one off into the dirt, and that allows the runner, Christofferson, to scoot up to third.
Good heads-up base running there. The guy at first base, though, does have to follow his lead runner. He should be standing on second, and he did not go.
Now, with that ball rolling towards the first base bag, maybe a little bit more hesitant to scoot up towards second?
Maybe, but he's also got a good view from over there, and typically they try to get the lead runner, not the tail runner, but I see what you're saying. Maybe he hesitated a little bit and didn't go.
Sets up the steal down to second. He didn't slide, but he's back. He's in there safely. But a strike? Yeah.
Yep.
So there we go. Howard does end up at second base in the end with a little cheeky stolen base. Kind of just slid the foot under there. The 1-2. Oh, and that's going to be called strike three on the outside edge at the knees.
Nice slider. Right on the outside corner.
How about the second baseman, number 23, Tyson Antonin. So a backwards K for the number 4 batter. 2 down now. That'll be Schlosser's first strikeout recorded here in this ball game. Working from the windup with runners at second and third. Drops that one in there.
63 miles an hour. Is that a slider or is that a curveball, Dominic? A little curveball?
I'll call it a slurve.
MLB's pushing the term sweeper really hard right now.
That one's fouled off near home plate. Either caught the catcher or the home plate umpire.
Quick
Maybe
2
both.
strikes here. 2 outs.
This would be huge for Luverne if they're able to get out of this one without giving up any runs after the first 2 men reach. Get into scoring position, the 0-2. This one, though, is going to be laced into right field. 1 run is going to score for sure. Scooped up by the right fielder. The throw comes in. Play at the plate is not in time as it gets away from the catcher. And scooting up to second base on the throw is Tyson Antonin. 2 runs come across. Brookings now leads 2-0 here in the top of the first.
Nice little piece of hitting. Didn't do too much. Just took it to right field. Found the hole between the first and second baseman. Good piece of hitting.
Now batting the first baseman, number 28, Tane Frederick. Schlosser focuses up, gets the called strike, throw it on to second, back in safely. Antonin. So Christofferson scores from third. Bauer scored from second. 2 RBI for Antonin, the number 5 hitter. Second baseman comes up clutch. The 0-1 from Schlosser just misses inside 1-1.
Say that last name 5 times fast.
Schlosser. That's not fast enough, is it?
No.
No. Big swing there, 1-2. Brookings content with 2, but maybe they want 1 more here in the top of the first. The 1-2. Check swing, holds up. So runs well outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Grounded up the third baseline. That one's going to be foul. Three and 2. Once again, check the runner over at second, back in safely. Three balls, 2 strikes. Gonna walk him. Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Jay Harris. So once again, 2 runners on base. First and second, 2 down. Schlosser trying to limit the damage now. This one flipped off the top of the netting. Jay Harris batting in the 7th spot in the order. He'll be playing left field for the Brookings squad today. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops in there. Nice pitch. At the bell, called strike 2.
He's really liking that curveball early here.
He's got some pretty good control of it so far.
Yeah, decent movement too.
Yep.
Kind of little 12-6 action, top down.
The 0-2. Goes to it again. Did he go? No. Good pitch. Another throw down to second. A delayed throw down to second. As the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Luverne catcher Arndt does have a good arm on him, so that's the 3rd pickoff attempt to second base already.
So it chopped towards the pitcher. Easy toss over to first for the 1-3 play. In the top of the first for Brookings, they score 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Do it for Luverne in the bottom of the first. Blake Sauer, Josh Hansen, and Jackson Lays. Leading off the bottom of the first for Luverne, shortstop number 10, Blake Sauer. And we're back to baseball here in the bottom of the first. Nice pitch fired in there at 67 miles per hour on the outside edge by Brookings pitcher Talon Hyde. Gets ahead of the batter, Blake Sauer. No balls and 1 strike. This one will be flared out to left. That one should 1-hop into the glove of the left fielder. A base knock for Sauer. To lead things off for Luverne here in the bottom of the first. Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen.
Just off the plate inside. Yesterday, Luverne squad, the first 3 innings, they were kind of cold with the bats. They did turn it on in the 4th and 5th inning, putting up runs against Alexandria, but it took them a couple innings to get going. Today, not the same way as they start off the game with a base hit to left.
So they get a pickoff attempt, but back in safely is Sauer. 1 ball and no strikes to the batter, Josh Hansen. That one's right down Broadway at 70 miles per hour. Behind the plate, we got Steve Verkindren. Along the base paths is Mike Swan, the umpires today. We do wish them the best of luck in this toasty start to our Saturday. This one's lifted, foul, and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Especially the home plate umpire. He's got the extra gear.
Definitely got to keep him well hydrated today.
Yeah.
I think it's topping on at 101 degrees and heat index of like 107, something like that.
1-2, and we'll do another pickoff back in safely.
Up here in the crow's nest, we're a cool 71 degrees. The pitch up and in for ball 2.
The count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, I was trying to see Sauer. Yeah, he had 3 stolen bases in that game last night, so definitely a threat to steal. Got a big lead out there over at first.
2-2. Let's see if he takes off here. And he does.
Pitch is high for ball 3, and the throw will be cut off in front of the bag. And another stolen base for Blake Sauer here in this Marshall Legion Woodbat tournament. Steal number 4. Now in scoring position is Sauer. Hansen will lift this one into left center field. Center fielder tracks to his right, scoops it, and the throw quickly comes in, avoiding the possible tag up. Out number 1. Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Jackson Lays. So F8 in the scorebook. 1 down. Runner stays put at second base. Jackson Lays will step in, the number 3 batter in the order. And then right after that, it'll be Landon Lays.
That ball just got in a little bit on Hansen's hands.
Here's a hard hit ground ball. That'll find a gap between third and short. They're going to send the run in. The throw comes in. It'll be cut off by the infielders. And an RBI single for Jackson Lays will cut the deficit in half here in the bottom of the first, now 2-1. Now batting the left fielder, number 8, Landon Lays. So Sauer able to speed around the bag around third, scoring from second on the ground ball to left. There's a called strike to the batter Landon Lays, batting in the cleanup spot, righty versus lefty matchup. Normally, this is a kind of a lefty's paradise here with just 3-0-2 down the right field line, but with that wind kind of pushing everything out to left field. There's this one. Nice job sitting on it. Grounds it to the left side. Throw over to first is off the mark, but then he tagged him. Nice play by the first baseman. Coming up big was Tane Frederick for the out on the errant throw. Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Alex Schlosser. So now the pitcher with a chance to help his own cause here as Jackson Lays does scoot up to second base on the 5-3 play.
Nice curveball dropped in there.
At a blistering 53 miles per hour.
Luverne with 2 down here. Runner at second. Should score on a single to tie this game.
His middle infielder is going to try and keep that runner closer. Doesn't get a too big of a jump off the bat. Grounded towards the right side. That's going to find the gap. They'll send the run across. The throw comes in. And that's going to be up the third baseline. Gets away from the catcher. Another run scores. We got ourselves a tie ball game. On the play, Schlosser scoots up to second. But another solid hit baseball finds the hole. We're knotted up at 2.
Just another great example of not doing too much at the plate. Just taking it to right field.
Now batting the center fielder, number 11, Maddox Damagala.
Nice piece of hitting.
First pitch swinging, lined right into the glove, pops out, and a little toss over to first for the 4-3 play. But Luverne ties it right back up here in the bottom of the first. 2-2, we go to top of 2. In the bottom of the first for Luverne, they score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for Brookings in the top of the second. Ryder Anderson, Max Jensen, and Trey Christofferson. Leading off the top of the second for Brookings. Right fielder number 34, Ryder Anderson. We're back to baseball here in the top of the second. Ryder Anderson looks at a first pitch right down the middle, maybe on the outside edge at 67 miles per hour, called strike one. Righty versus lefty matchup. Schlosser deals. This one is lifted into right field. Solid base knock by the number 8 batter, Ryder Anderson. A leadoff single here in the top of the second gets Brookings rolling. Now batting the catcher, number 11, Max Jensen. So Jensen gets the sign from his coach, will step into the right-handed batter's box with a moderate lead by his leadoff man, Ryder Anderson, over at first base. Quick little peek by Schlosser. And this one's going to be bunted up the third baseline. Strong throw over to first, and they're going to get the out there as it was kind of thrown up the first baseline. But a nice job covering the bag, Jackson Lays, and then getting out of the way. Back to the top of the order with the center fielder, number 1, Trey Christopherson. Christopherson walked and scored the game's first run in that top of the first. Here with a chance in the top of the second. His breaking ball dropped over on the inside edge, called strike one. Ryder Anderson, once again, the runner at second base after the sacrifice bunt. The 0-1. Crowded towards the left side. Anderson's digging for 3 on the slow roller, and there's going to be no play. That'll be a base hit. Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Jace Bauer. So a slow rolling infield single for Trey Christopherson. His first hit of the ball game. He's reached both times. Runners at the corners now.
Just not a lot you can do on that play for Blake Sauer at short.
Throw down to second.
He's out.
The tag is applied and out at second. Caught stealing is Trey Christopherson. So just as quick as he gets on base, he is going to head back to the dugout, out number 2.
Nice throw by Landon Arndt. Very strong arm behind the plate today.
So now with 2 down, Brookings trying to regain the lead here. Scored the first 2 runs, gave up 2 runs. Big swing and a miss there at 60 miles per hour. 1-2.
I think right now Schlosser's throwing like 70% curveballs, Josh.
Yeah. He's been...
There's another one. That one's gone, though.
That one is lifted high in the air and out of here. A 2-run shot for Brookings' Jace Bauer. And it's 4-2 here at the top of the second.
One too many curveballs.
And now batting the shortstop, number 9, Cooper Schneider. That'll be the second home run we've seen, I believe, here this weekend at the Irish Yard. Saw one yesterday, just one, correct?
That is correct.
That was a 3-run shot that was kind of a lazy fly ball, but with the howling 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, it just kept carrying and just snuck over the left field fence.
Yeah, yesterday the wind was a decent shot, more than it is so far. Is it supposed to get even windier today?
It's supposed to be pretty breezy throughout the weekend, yeah. Kind of consistent, 15 to 25-ish.
Okay.
And once again, that wind blowing straight out into left center field at this point. That one just misses outside for ball 4. That'll send Schneider up to first base. Now batting the designated hitter, number 24, Winston Plummer. Plummer struck out looking his first time up for out number 2 back in the first.
I want to see him get into a ball here.
Check the runner at first, back in safely. The outfielders for Luverne, the left fielder is Landon Lays. Out in center field is Maddox Domagala. Right fielder is Marcus Fortherms. Here's a ground ball into right field. Fortherms is going to scoop it up. Throw comes in. It's going to be cut off. Runners are going to be up at first and second now after a solid base knock by Plummer. Now batting the second baseman, number 23, Tyson Antonin.
I believe that's the third hit to right field through the first and second gap there. Good piece of hitting again. These hitters not trying to do too much with it. Taking it to right field.
That one just bends over. Catches the inside edge. No balls and a strike. Oh, there's a called strike. A little late called strike. Antonin now falls behind 0-2. Singled, but was stranded at second back in the first.
Definitely top side of the zone there.
Schlosser taking a peek at the runner at second, dancing around out there. Oh.
Look out.
Good news is it's easier to avoid those when they're coming in at 63 as opposed to like 83 or 93. It still doesn't feel good.
Thankfully, it's warm today. If it was cold, it hurt a lot more.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 2 down, runners at first and second. Here in the top of the second.
Big pitch here. You don't want to fall to a full count where the runners are moving on the next one.
Check the runner at second, and back in safely is Schneider. Brookings has a couple runs here. Oh, another one. Almost takes out the helmet. Has to duck out of the way. So we got a full count, 2 outs. Bases filled at first and second. They're going to be taken off early. There's called strike 3 on the inside edge, and that'll close out this top of the second. In the top of the second for Brookings, they scored 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on base. Do it for Luverne in the bottom of the second. Landon Arndt, Elliot Domagala, and Casey Buss. You want to tell him he's got the score wrong? Well, he's got that score right, but he needs to put a 2 in the top of the second. They did play 2 this? Yeah, 2-run home run. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Levi, they scored 2 in the top of the second there. Yep, you got it. This thing is...
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Yep.
Never mind, you're good.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Luverne, the catcher number 21, Landon Arndt. So we got 2 strikes to the batter, Landon Arndt, here in the bottom of the second, down 4-2. So just misses. Not a bad pitch by Talon Hyde.
That same curveball just ended the inning, the last half inning.
Yep. So Hyde takes a moment.
It's a pitch probably too close to take today.
1-2. Breaking ball, huge breaking ball, maybe stayed up. That's what Arndt is trying to argue. But it'll be called strike 3, out number 1. Now batting the second baseman, number 13, Elliot Damagala.
Kind of the general rule of thumb is curveballs caught up in the zone are typically balls as they cross the batter high.
So this one's fouled off. Now Landon Arndt, he's kind of a taller guy, but that one had a lot of break to it, but maybe a little too late.
It did. It probably still crossed him a little high.
There's a one-hopper into the right fielder's glove, a solid base knock for Damagala. Now batting the designated hitter, number 9, Casey Buss. Casey Buss's first chance to bat here in the bottom of the second. Awaits a 2-0 pitch from Talon Hyde. Buss batting in the number 9 spot as the designated hitter, hitting for the right fielder Marcus Vortherms. Check the runner at first, and back in safely is Damagala. Had a pretty short lead over there at first. And that'll hit him.
Best spot to get hit is in the jersey. Caught the number on the back of him.
Back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 10, Blake Sauer. So Sauer steps in, singled, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first. He's been a pretty consistent hitter. Balanced approach at the plate as he watches this one. At the knees for a called strike. I think he's trying to lift something to the outfield here. Obviously doesn't want to ground it. Possibly a double play-inducing ground ball. There we go. He lifts it into center field. A line shot bobbled by the center fielder. They're going to send the run across. The throw comes in well late, and it'll be an RBI single for Blake Sauer. Driving in a run makes it a 1-run ball game, 4-3 here in the bottom of the second.
Once again, Sauer on the ball. Every at-bat so far
Batting
this
the third
weekend.
baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen.
He's been on the ball every at-bat so far. I think you said he had, what, 3 hits last night?
Yeah, something like that. 3 stolen bases for sure. I know
Maybe that's the
hits.
3 I'm thinking of.
This pitch just misses.
Almost clipped the jersey again.
So Sauer had 2 hits in yesterday's ball game, also walked. So 2 for 3 day. Already 2 more hits here today. This one's fouled off the catcher's mask. That one never feels good.
Umpire giving him a second here.
Two balls and a strike. This one grounded to the right side. That'll get by the first baseman. Trickle into right field. They're going to send another runner around. The throw comes in, cut off, and another run scores. We're all tied up again, 4 apiece now here in the bottom of the second after a solid ground ball that finds the outfield for Luverne. Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Jackson Lays.
That hole between first and second is definitely seeing some work today. That's our 5th or 6th ball out to right field. Got a back and forth game so far.
Runner going down to second. The throw is cut off on the hop, and it'll be a double steal completed successfully as Blake Sauer scores from third. The 0-1 is laced into left field. That's a one-hopper into the glove. The throw comes in. They're going to put on the brakes. Runners at the corners, still with 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
Well done by Coach Lundgren, stopping him and holding him at third there. He probably would have been dead at home as he was just rounding third as the third baseman caught the ball.
Now batting the left fielder, number 8, Landon Lays.
Landon so far today is in his first at bat. He grounded out to the third baseman. Big swing and a miss. With Jackson Lays moving up to second on the stolen base.
Well, defensive indifference, technically.
We'll go with that.
Trying to avoid the double steal again, so they're not even going to throw down to second.
Don't want to give up another run.
They'll say, we'll give you that one for free. We're going to focus on this guy here. Try and get out of this by focusing on the batter. No balls and 2 strikes. Once again, just 1 out here. And a big hack there for out number 2.
Big strikeout.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Alex Schlosser.
Just went talent high needed. Big strikeout in a big spot. Bring up 2 outs.
Schlosser came up clutch, had a big RBI single back in the first. Has a chance to drive in a run or 2 here as he lifts it into left center field. Left fielder is not going to catch it as it's tailing away from him. Scoops it up before it hits the warning track, but it'll still score 2 runs. A big 2 RBI double by the pitcher, Alex Schlosser. And just like that, Luverne takes the lead. Now batting the center fielder, number 11, Maddox Damagala. So now 3 runs driven in by the pitcher, Alex Schlosser, helping out his own cause. That one runs just inside for ball 1.
So that was a 2-run double, wasn't it?
That would be a 2-run double,
So
correct.
they've scored 4 this inning.
Here's another line shot. That'll get over the shortstop's head. Trickle into left center field. Another run will score. Maddox Damagala thought about digging for 2. He's going to reverse course, go back to first. Another RBI single for this offensive squad by Luverne.
What is that, 8 or 9 hits now?
They've just been batting around all over the place.
Yeah. 9 hits through 2 innings.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Landon Arndt. Now Arndt, he started things off here in this inning. Struck out looking, hoping to get some redemption. Didn't have to wait too long. Looks at that one just high for ball 1. So 6 runs have come across here in this second. Throw down to second. The throw is there, but just sliding beyond the tag is They kind of cut off the throw a little too early, I think, where they don't even let it get to you.
I was just going to mention that the second baseman's got to let that ball travel further. He's getting too far in front of the bag catching the ball. You don't really give yourself a chance to make the tag if you're catching it 3 feet in front of the base. Ball high.
Now, yeah, 3 straight pitches off the plate. The Landon Art, he'll take base any way you can get it after striking out his first time up. Squares to bunt, and that'll be a called strike. Just trying to throw the pitcher off a bit there. Do you think that actually works?
Not at all. As a pitcher, I actually like to give me something to aim at.
There's a swing and a miss, now 3-2. Well, shouldn't you already be aiming at the catcher's glove?
Fair, fair. I don't know why. Just mentally, for some reason,
Yeah.
when I was pitching, I always liked it.
Well, because that bat is in the zone, whereas the catcher's glove is behind the zone. You know exactly where to throw it.
Nice.
There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch. That'll close out the inning, but some damage has been done here in this bottom of the second.
5 runs for Luverne. Good inning.
You got 6 runs, right? In the bottom of the second for Luverne, they score 6 runs. On 6 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. Duo for Brookings in the top of the third. Tane Frederick, Jay Harris, and Ryder Anderson. Leading off the top of the third for Brookings. First baseman number 28, Tane Frederick. Call strike to the batter, Tane Frederick. Walked his first time up. Looks at a pitch low and outside for ball 1. So just like that, Brookings find themselves down 8-4 after that 6-run. Ooh, as Frederick gets beamed in the shoulder. Oop. Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Jay Harris. Running over at first base is number 40, Kyson Rear. Slow breaking ball over at 56 miles per hour. Schlosser try to get a quick inning. Offers at it or a called strike. Either way, 0-2. Trying to play a little bit of small ball here. Get that, at least a couple of those runs back possibly here in this one. Moderate lead over at first by Rear. This one hangs in the air. He takes a crack at it, but sends it well foul. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Nice aggressive approach by Jay Harris with 2 strikes. Got to swing at anything close. Able to battle that one off as it was kind of breaking in towards the zone. Never know if it's going to be called or not. The 0-2. As he waits on this one, sends it out to left field. That'll one hop and get past the left fielder. Roll to the warning track, bounce off of the scoreboard. They're going to send Rear from third. The throw to third bounces off the helmet of the runner. Harris digging for home, and he is going to score. 2 runs come across for Brookings here in the top of the third. The deficit cut in half from 4-2 on some Little League backyard baseball shenanigans here.
A Little League home run.
As here's the right fielder, number 34, Ryder Anderson. So I have a single, an error on the left fielder, and then an error on the shortstop, throwing to third.
Yes.
Which allowed him to score. So a hit and 2 errors on that last play.
Correct. First error lets it get by him. Second error, the cut man sails third base, which allowed him to score. Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate. Call the strike.
It'll be strikeout out number 1. Now batting the catcher, number 11, Max Jensen. Here's a ground ball to the left side, scooped up, throw over to first, in plenty of time for the 6-3 play, out number 2. Back to the top of the order with the center fielder, number 1, Trey Christopherson. Nice jump by Schlosser, kind of dialing in, getting a quick ground ball out, and that strikeout before that gets ahead of the batter here, 0-1. This one flipped out of play, right behind home plate, 0-2.
So far today, Trey has reached base safely twice, looking to do it again. Get something going with 2 outs here for Brookings.
That one is lifted in the air, out of play once again, left side.
Probably a ball in the other batter's box, but he's doing a good job of protecting that zone.
Trey today singled, but was caught stealing back in the second. Here he dribbles it up the first baseline, foul. Before that, walked and scored in the first. So 1 for 1 today. Brookings consistent, though. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second. I got 2 more here in the third. Another one fouled off by Christopherson. Got good control of the bat, able to get a decent part of the barrel on it just about every time. The 0-2 goes well outside, 1-2. Lifted in the air, shallow right field. Right fielder took a step back. Now tracks over to his right. Comes up with the catch for out number 3. In the top of the third for Brookings, they scored 2 runs on no hits. There were 2 errors and no runners left on base. Two up for Luverne in the bottom of the third. Elliot Damagala, Casey Buss, and Blake Sauer. Here's the second baseman, number 13, Elia Damagala. This one is absolutely smoked, but into the glove of the left fielder. Landon Lays comes up with the catch for out number 1. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Cooper Schneider. Oops, correction. Whoops, designated hitter number 9, Casey Buss. There we go. I'm figuring this out. I'm struggling. It's just water. It's just water. I refilled it with the water cooler. I need more caffeine, though, so if you want to do a quick coffee run. This one runs just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll be a strikeout for the new pitcher. Should mention that. Which is Chase Bauer. Back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 10, Blake Sauer.
Pitch low in the zone for ball number 1.
Ground ball to the left. Yeah, that's going to be a tough play, and not in time. An infield single for Blake Sauer, his 3rd hit of the ball game.
One thing we've seen with Blake is he's got very, very good wheels on him.
How about the third baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen?
Right off the bat in the hole there, you knew he was going to be safe. Think we're going to see Blake take off again here?
It's a good chance.
With 2 outs, I think it's a good move. Ooh, Blake Sauer stole second, but took the ball in the back, I think. Square in the back. He needs a moment here.
So another stolen base for Blake Sauer. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Hansen.
How many stolen bases is that today already? That's 2.
How about in the first baseman, number 2, Jackson Lays?
2 today and 3 yesterday. 5 stolen bases in 2 games. Kind of wrecking some havoc on the base paths is Blake Sauer from Luverne. Pitch in there, called for a strike on the inside corner.
That's going to find the outfield grass into left center field. 1 run will score for sure. They're going to try and score another. The throw comes in, cut off by the shortstop. No throw to the plate. 2 RBI double for Jackson Lays, and Luverne continues teeing off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Now batting the left fielder, number 8, Landon Lays. So once again, everything started with 2 outs as there's a fly ball out, a strikeout, but then a single, stolen base, walk, and that big 2 RBI double against Luverne in the scoring column once again here in the bottom of the 3rd. Count goes to 1 ball and a strike. I mean, just looking at the top of the order, they've been performing in a big way. Walks, hits, stolen bases, driving in runs. The 1-1 stays up 2-1.
The foot has been on the pedal all day, on the gas all day for Luverne. Not letting up, like you just mentioned, with 2 outs here, scoring 2 runs.
2 balls and a strike. We'll see if they can score another. That one runs inside, 3-1. Landon is the one guy who hasn't done a whole lot at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Everybody else has done a little bit of something. Well, Landon Art, he's also looking for his first hit as well. Here's a line shot, and that'll find the outfield grass. It'll bounce away from the center fielder. So no throw to the plate, an RBI single for Landon Lays, and there we go. Now he's in the hits RBI column, just like that.
You just had to will it for him a little bit, and he performed for you. So they need, what, 1 more guy to get a hit, and everybody's had a hit?
How about the pitcher, number 7, Alex Schlosser? Yeah, that's what I got. Just Landon Art looking for, well, we got Casey Buss. He's got a hit and scored a run, but that's something. I think that's, kind of a hit. He got hit. Chopper to the shortstop, mishandles it, trickles into left field, digging for an extra base is that's Landon Lays. He's going to be up to 3rd on the base knock by Alex Schlosser. Yeah, that's an error for sure. Not a base hit. What are you thinking, Josh? Now batting the center fielder, number 11, Maddox Damagala. A delayed steal, trying to bait the throw over, possibly getting the double steal. So defensive indifference. Another hit out to right field. The throw comes in. Could be cut off and no throw to the plate. Maybe he had a chance to get him. But 2 runs do score on the RBI single by Maddox Damagala.
Sorry for the poor camera work there.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Landon Arndt.
Caught myself watching the play too much.
Check the runner over at first, back in safely. So yeah, we got a couple of changes. We know that Winston Plummer started as DH. He's now playing first base. Tyson Antonin is now at third base. But a couple of other changes as well. Nolan Wagner, I believe, is at second base. Throw it on to first. Is that a ball or a strike? I didn't see a strike call, but it looked like a halfway decent pitch. The 1-0. When gets away from the catcher, 3 balls, no strikes. They're going to let the runner scoot up to second. The 3-0 pitch is right down the middle for a called strike. Once again, Jace Bauer comes in relief, and it's getting kind of hit around just as much as the previous guy. That'll be a walk issued. Now batting the second baseman, number 13, Elliot Damagala.
And they've done all this damage with 2 outs. 6 people have reached base in a row. Oh.
Pitch is high to Damagala. He actually started off this inning, as we mentioned. Fly ball out. And then a strikeout. But here he is with another chance to bat in this bottom of the third. (13-6) advantage up on the scoreboard. Here's a called strike on the outside edge. 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Now 2-2.
That's a perfect 2-1 hack. As a hitter, he's got to come to you in the zone. Beautiful swing.
The pitch. Fouled straight back. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners are going to be taken off early here with 2 down. Lifted high in the air. This one should stay in the infield. Maybe, depending on what the wind decides to do. Shortstop calls for it. He's got it. Making the play was Cooper Schneider to close out this bottom of the third. But once again, Luverne does some big damage, scoring 5 runs. It's 13-6 as we head to the top of the fourth. In the bottom of the third for Luverne, they score 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There was an error and 1 runner. Correction, 2 runners left on base. Do it for Brookings in the top of the fourth. Jace Bauer, Cooper Schneider, and Winston Plummer. How about the pitcher number 17, Jace Bauer? All right, folks, we're going to suspend the play-by-play for the next inning while I eat food.
Four straight balls. Walk the leadoff guy, Jace Bauer.
How about the shortstop number 9, Cooper Schneider?
Cooper in his first at-bat flew out to the catcher in foul territory and walked in a second at-bat in the second inning. Looking for his first hit today. Called strike on the curveball. Pop fly to the third baseman. Shortstop calls him off. Nice play for out number 1.
Here's the first baseman, number 24, Winston Plummer.
Catch being made by Luverne shortstop, Blake Sauer. Pitch low and out in the dirt for ball number 1. To Brookings first baseman, Winston Plummer. Winston singled in his last at bat to right field. Hit up the line, but foul. Ball low and out. Another curveball. That is 2 balls and 1 strike as he fouled it down the line in his last pitch. Another ball low and out. 3-1. Ball low. Plummer takes a walk.
Now batting the third baseman, number 23, Tyson Antonin.
Tyson 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in the first inning. Struck out looking in the second. Just another friendly reminder, today's telecast cannot be distributed without the written consent of the Milroy Irish Broadcasting Network. Ball lifted to right. Going to hang up for the right fielder. Makes the play. Guy tagging from second. Two outs for the Brookings squad. That'll bring up Nolan Wagner for the Brookings squad. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1. curveball outside. Runs the count 1-1.
By the way, this is number 3, Nolan Wagner.
Ball inside part of the zone, called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have to excuse our broadcast team here a little bit as we try to get some food and caffeine in our systems. Ball fouled left towards the third base dugout. Count stays 1-2. Fouled straight back. Good swing by Nolan Wagner. Looking to put something in play here, try to bring that runner in from third base and make this game a little closer as they are down 13-6 at the moment. Grounded up the middle for the 6 unassisted for out number 3.
In the top of the 4th for Brookings, no runs, no hits, no errors, a couple runners left on. For Luverne, we got Casey Buss, Blake Sauer, and Josh Hansen due up. And we got another pitching change. Now pitching for Brookings, number 10, Jay Harris. And coming into bat for himself is the right fielder, number 4, Marcus Vortherms.
Pitch up and out for ball number 2 from the Brookings new pitcher, Jay Harris. Ball 3 outside. Jay looking to get back in the zone here. 4 straight balls for his first batter.
Back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 10, Blake Sauer.
Blake thus far today has reached all 3 times. 3 singles. He is 3 for 3 on the day. 3 runs scored. 2 stolen bases. He is filling up the scorebook. There's a strike right down the middle.
Yeah, they batted it around a couple of times, which has kind of ruined my scorebook here.
There is a lot of ink on that buck.
Yeah. Had to skip the second and third innings. Had to put them together.
Heads up.
Third and fourth innings. Yeah, it's all a mess.
It's exactly what you want to see for Coach Lundgren.
But a lefty versus lefty matchup, too. Oh.
Heads up again. For the Luverne squad, only 3 strikeouts, so putting the ball in play. Check that, 4 strikeouts. Very good. Pretty much everybody on the ball. Curveball up and in for ball 3. Jay wanted it. Not a strike. Ball goes back to the backstop for ball number 4.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen.
So Blake once again reached safely in all 4 plate appearances. Josh in his last at-bat walked. In the first inning, he flew out to center. In second inning, he had a base hit RBI single. 1 for 2 on the day. Ball in the dirt, runners take off. Throw to third is not in time.
So now that time we saw the tailing runner. He was following the second or the lead runner the entire time. He's like, if you're going, I'm going. And
absolutely.
Then he followed him right away.
Like mentioned, what was it, back in the second, very rarely will they ever throw down to get the tail runner. They always try to get that lead runner, so you got to be following that runner in front of you. Especially when you got a lead 13-6, you got to be aggressive. Ball off the plate for ball 3.
So just 1 strike for his first 12 pitches.
You want another one?
3 balls, 2 strikes. This one will be blooped into center field. That's going to find the outfield grass. Lands right between the second baseman, shortstop, and center fielder. The throw comes in. Cut off. Throw back to second, but it's high. And sliding in safely is Josh Hansen. Aggressive base running pays off for this Luverne squad once again. Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Jackson Lays.
Jackson so far today is 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double, 3 RBI. He grounds it to the shortstop. For out number 1. Did bring in another RBI with that ground out.
Now batting the left fielder, number 8, Landon Lays. Defensive indifferent. Yep. So we got another lefty versus lefty matchup here. Runner at third. This one runs outside. Hand at the hip. So ball just misses. This one catches the zone, evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. As there's a grounder to the first base side. Nobody covers the bag. So that'll be a hit, I suppose. Yeah. Here's number 7, Alex Schlosser. How about in the center fielder, number 11, Maddox Damagala? So yeah, we're trying to keep up with everything here, but Luverne just keeps hitting the baseball. Still just 1 out. Oh, drops that one in there for a called strike at 54 miles per hour. So 3 runs have come across here in the bottom half of the 4th. Well, wait, timeout. Why did he get rid of the 5 in the 3rd inning and he put a 3? Yeah, you got some explaining to do to that guy. In the bottom of the 4th for Luverne, they score 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 runner left on base. Do it for Brookings in the top of the 5th. We got Jay Harris, Ryder Anderson, and Max Jensen. Hitting off the top of the 5th, as we are in the mercy rule in effect right now, so they got to score a few to keep it rolling. Number 10, Jay Harris.
Two balls to the Brookings pitcher. 3 balls, check that. 4 pitch walk. Not what you want to see out of Coach Lundgren.
Here's number 34, Ryder Anderson.
Called strike on the inside corner. Last half inning, Ryder Anderson made a diving catch out in right field, threw it to second base to double off the runner to get out of the inning. Nice play by Ryder. Behind him, clips him. That will be a hits batsman. First two batters reach via walk and hit batter. Coach Lundgren want to go talk to his pitcher here. And he will make a move, it appears, bringing in the right fielder. Which appears to be Marcus Vortherms. Is that accurate, Josh? Marcus coming in from right field to do the pitching. Coach Lundgren here doesn't want to see anything else from his starter. He's seen enough in the top of the fifth. Wants to keep that mercy rule in effect.
Pitching change for Luverne. Now pitching number 4, Marcus Vortherms. All right, this is what we think is happening here. We think Marcus Vortherms, well, we know Marcus Vortherms is pitching. We think Alex Schlosser is over at second base. Give us a thumbs up if that's correct. Thank you. And over in right field is Elliot Damagala. Once again, here's the catcher, number 11, Max Jensen. Ground ball into right. That's going to score 1 run. Brookings. Correction, it's going to score 2 runs as they sent him kind of late. But Ryder Anderson does score.
Hit Anderson.
Coming into the game for Brookings, now batting number 15, Breck Wilson.
The Luverne squad here does not want the runner on first base to score, as that does extend this game. That would be 3 runs for Brookings, canceling out the mercy rule. Hit chopped down the line. Called a fair ball. Right over the third base bag there for a base hit. Still got nobody out here. in the top of the fifth.
Here's number 17, Jace Bauer. Bauer. Yeah, it's a cool name. Bauer. Reminds me of Jack Bauer. We got no balls at a strike, nobody out, two on. We're in the top of the fifth as 2 runs have come across, and that one finds the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. That gets away from the catcher. Ball 2. Both runners will advance 90 feet. Coming into the game for Brookings, now batting, number 2, Ryan Lochran.
With nobody out here and the game extending run on third base, I would assume that the infielders would be playing in. Get that runner out at home. It looks like only the corners are up thus far. So Coach Lundgren looking for the double play up the middle. First 2 pitches to the new batter, both low and outside for 2 balls. Two balls, 1 strike to the batter, Ryan Lochran. Looking to put something in play here and score a run, extend this game. Foul tick for strike number 2. That runs the count even. Foul ball catches a piece of the catcher. Steve Verkinder and the umpire giving him a moment here. Catcher, not a fun position. You're wearing all the gear on a very hot day and you're taking foul balls off the arms, legs, thighs, any part not covered by the padding. Curveball in there, swinging, strike 3 for out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Winston Plummer.
Ball upstairs, runs the count even at 1-1. To the Brookings first baseman, Winston Plummer. Winston once again looking here to put the ball in play and score a run for his squad, extending this game. The pitch up a little bit, catches the top part of the zone with the curveball. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laced up the middle. That'll score 1 run. Nice piece of hitting by Winston. Everybody advances 1 base. Bases are still loaded.
Here's number 23, Tyson Antonin.
Tyson today is 1 for 3 with a single in the first, strikeout in the second, and a fly ball to right field in the 4th inning. Looking to keep the momentum going here and score another run or 2. Ball off the plate for ball number 1. Pitch runs outside once again for 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him here as you got to get back in the zone. You don't want to go to a 3-0 count. Curveball in there, strike number 1. Count runs 2 balls, 1 strike. Another curveball ripped real fast at the third baseman. Nice play for out number 2.
Here's number 3, Nolan Wagner.
Trey on the day is 0 for 1. He had a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. 6 unassisted. Ground ball up the middle to short, and he's going to step on it to end the inning. So we do play another half inning here, as Brookings did score 3 runs.
In the top of the 5th, Brookings keeps it rolling, scoring 3 runs. On 3 hits, there was 1 error and a few runners left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, due up for Luverne, I got Landon Art, Elliot Damagala, and Marcus Vortherms. Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Luverne, number 21, Landon Arndt. Here's number 13, Elia Damagala.
Ball inside, runs the count. 2 balls, no strikes to the Luverne right fielder. Domagal looking to get on base and have that winning run. Ball off the top of the press box here.
Ow.
Two balls, 1 strike. He did go around on the swing, check swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's number 4, Marcus Vortherms.
This will be Marcus' second at-bat of the day as he entered the game in the 4th inning, tallying a walk in his first at-bat. Yep, started in right field, is now the Luverne pitcher. 1 ball, make that 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to get something going here for the Luverne squad with 2 out, 2 down. Well outside. Ball up for a 4-pitch walk to the Luverne pitcher.
Back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 10, Blake Sauer.
Just the guy you want up for Luverne, as Blake has been on the ball all day so far. With a left-handed pitcher on the mound, keep the runner a little bit closer here, I'm assuming. Blake takes pitch number 1 for a strike, kind of top side of the zone.
Now, is it worth trying to send a runner here with 2 outs when that's the game-winning run right there? Do you want to get him into scoring position?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have nothing really to lose. You're still up 8 runs. No, 7 runs, excuse me. Nice hack there by Blake.
Should say, yeah, the game-ending run at first, not
Correct.
really the winning run. We're already pretty well out in front.
See if they send him here. They do. Ball bounces, gets away from the catcher. Marcus will stay put at second base for the game-ending run on second base.
There we go.
Good clarification. Luverne does still have a 7-run advantage. Mercy rule is 8 runs in this tournament.
Oh, that might be should be caught. Oh.
He did catch that ball, right?
Yeah, he caught it. Holy cow.
Wow, what a play by Brookings shortstop. Tripping over his left fielder to end the inning. And we play another frame of baseball here at Irish Yard as we cut to commercial break.
In the bottom of the fifth for Luverne, they score no runs on no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. Do it for Brookings in the top of the sixth. They got Jay Harris, Ryder Anderson, and Max Jensen. Also, baseball fans, as we approach the lunchtime, we got burgers and brats available for you, fresh off the grill if you're getting hungry. Got a variety of other snack and food options, peanuts, sunflower seeds, nachos, candy, water, Gatorade, pop, ice cold beer, and a whole lot more available here at Shenanigans, the concession stand here at the Irish Yard. Also, if you don't have any cash on you, we'll take credit or Venmo. And of course, we got a full day of baseball here this afternoon at the Irish Yard, so stick around to hang out, grab yourself a bite to eat or a nice cold beverage. But for those that cannot attend today's games, they can check it out on our YouTube stream. Go to milroyirish.com/live. That'll send you right to our YouTube channel, streaming baseball all season long. Leading off the top of the sixth for Brookings, number 10, Jay Harris. So we're back to baseball here in the top half of the sixth. Brookings able to score 3 runs, keep this game rolling. As Luverne unable to score, here's a line shot right into the glove of Maddox Damagala for out number 1. Now batting number 34, Ryder Anderson. Anderson fouls this one off to the left. Got a count of no balls, 1 strike, 1 down here in the top half of the sixth. Score reads 16-9 in favor of Luverne here in this Marshall Legion Woodbat tournament. This one, once again, lifted foul and out of play. This one makes it a little bit further down the line before getting out. No balls and 2 strikes to Ryder Anderson, trying to get to the top of the order at least, as we have 7, 8, 9 here in this top of the sixth. Harris already out on that fly ball, and there's a called strike 3 on the inside edge, 2 down. Now batting number 11, Max Jensen. So 2 balls to the batter. After 2 quick outs, Max Jensen watches that one on the outside edge for a called strike number 1. Jensen laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the second, grounded out to short in the third. Singled, advanced to second on an error. Correction, he singled, and then that actually allowed a run to score on that error. Ultimately, Max Jensen came around to score. So another one lifted out of play. Jensen fouling off some tough pitches. Just trying to get to that top of the order, where usually the big bats tend to hang out. The 2-2. Is low and outside, now full with 2 down here in the top of the sixth. 2 down with, once again, with Jay Harris flying out to the center fielder and Ryder Anderson striking out looking. Fourth Herms winds and deals. Grounded to the right side. Sitting on it. Second baseman gloves, throw over to first. Plenty of time for the 4-3 play. In the top of the sixth, for Brookings, they go down in order 1, 2, 3. Due up for Luverne. I got Josh Hansen, Jackson Lays, and Landon Lays. Also, baseball fans, if you're not quite hungry for lunch, we kind of got your breakfast fix in. We have apple, maple, bacon brats available for you. I can give you probably half a dozen positive testimonials up here in the press box. Those are very good. Grab yours now. Here's the third baseman, number 12, Josh Hansen. So we're back to baseball here at the Irish Yard, bottom of the sixth, with a 16-9 score. As Luverne trying to get that 8-run advantage, that would walk it off and end it about an inning earlier. So almost had a chance there in the fifth, but Brookings stayed battling. That one tips off the pitcher's glove and will roll into center field. A base knock for the leadoff batter, Josh Hansen, and Luverne starting to get things rolling right away.
Almost a very nice play by the pitcher there, just off the top of his glove.
Now batting number 2, Jackson Lays. Jackson rips this one, but right to the left fielder. It's going to be caught for out number 1. First pitch swinging there.
Gosh, if he gets that ball elevated a little bit with this wind blowing out, that's probably a walk-off home run right there.
And now batting number 8, Landon Lays.
Runner takes off to second. Ball does squirt out of his glove. Stolen base for Josh Hansen.
Great first name.
You know, I never have been a fan of Josh.
Really?
Is it Joshua? Josh?
That's the thing about it. It's just so versatile. You know, if you want to be formal, you can be Joshua. If you want to be casual, laid back, cool, you can be Josh. If you want to be adorable to your mother, you can be Joshy. Ask me how I know.
Is that first-hand experience, Josh?
You can call me Joshua.
Okay. Your friends call you Josh.
Got a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luverne's Landon Lays at the bat. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Got 1 down, runner at second. And he fouls this one off. Count remains 1-2.
Ball lifted up and out of play. count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball in the dirt runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luverne with 1 down here. Base hit probably ends this game here. Landon, their left fielder, looking to do just that.
Here's number 7, Alex Schlosser. And that is the ball game here at the Irish Yard via the 8-run rule, as Luverne wins it in walk-off fashion here in the bottom of the 6th. Final score, Luverne 17, Brookings 9. Thank you, baseball fans, for coming out to game number 1. If you're sticking around, great. Grab yourself a bite to eat, hang out, relax, chat with us. If you are taking off, please grab any trash located around you, place it in a trash receptacle located around the grounds here at the Irish Yard, and please drive safely. But of course, stick around. We got more baseball coming up throughout the day here at the Irish Yard, part of the Marshall Legion Wood Bat Tournament.